Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel. We are having another video going up that's actually going to be pretty close to our video today where we had opened some prime icons, guys. We had opened some prime icons today. And, well, we have another video because there is a lot to talk about. There's a lot to discuss, and we did get a couple new cards today. We are going to be going over a ton of stuff in the video today. It's going to be similar in terms of the structure to the Friday upload, if you guys watched that, with kind of discussing FUT birthday and how it is, but we are going to have a bit more of a kind of market-based stuff in this video because, look, we got a lot of top-tier cards that just came out on the market. I'm hungry to make some coins. I'm sure some of you guys are. There's rumors going around in my Twitch chat, which are quite reliable, that we are getting a 1 of 3 player pick tomorrow, so I think a lot of you guys are going to want to invest. Not in terms of making profit, but being able to afford to do some of those. So let's talk about it. And I'm talking today about, in this video, making coins. I want to go over it. I want to go through it. And guys, if you enjoy the video, drop a thumbs up. You guys really liked the video on Friday, so when I do have a chance to, extend the length and do, some extra discussion about some things that I guess I got some passion for, yeah, we're going to do it. Also, guys, check out the second channel. It's hilarious. We went to a crazy pen shootout. I also posted it on my Twitter. It was insane. I'm still 3 hours later debriefing, if that's even a proper way to say that right now, from the adrenaline that was going on in that game. But today we got an Ndombele SBC. My initial thought with this card was that it's actually got a lot of potential. My problem with the card is that for 300,000 coins in March, 82 acceleration and 79 sprint speed, in my eyes, is just not going to cut it with medium, and low attack positioning. I just think at 300,000 coins, you've got the prime icon pack, you've got Mkhitaryan. What I will say about Ndombele, just speaking quickly on this, it is a League One link player with the outside foot and incredible dribbling. That dribbling is crazy, and 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills. So I do in a way understand why EA have made this card very expensive, because I think Nkunku's headliner for a while has been very, very expensive on the market. So there is a chance that he does play very, very well in game, and I don't want to be the person that's saying no, or not saying no, but not really totally recommending it, because I know how good Paqueta was. So look, I think it's a little bit overpriced, but if it's something you want to craft and you got a League One team, maybe it makes sense. He could be pretty good in game. I'm curious to see what people think. I just think the pace is a bit too low. But look, his dribbling is gonna that's team of the year level dribbling. That's team of the year level passing, and he's got a 5-star weak foot. So, who knows? He might be really good. Now, we also got the Prime Icon pack today. We did get a new token SBC, which I do have to do. Look, this for 356k is super upvoted on Flippin'. People really like this, and I think also because from the packs back with all the silvers and everything, you probably make 30k back. So you're looking at this being about 320k before you use anything, which for me, it's not terrible value. It's probably worth the gamble if you do have some fodder. I personally would still do Mkhitaryan before any type of SBC like the Prime Icon upgrade, but probably worth the gamble if you do have some fodder. For me, I'm quite focused now on the moments, but again, makes sense if you did have some fodder. We did do some of these on the channel earlier, so if you want to watch that, it's up. They were not the best. Now, in terms of SBC fodder, I'm not too sure how fodder is reacting. I do know when I looked this morning at Oblak, he was 61k. What I would say is that there's a chance that fodder is going to rise. Oh my god, no, that is down so much. So fodder is down a ton, and that's most likely because of the lightning rounds. I actually think it's probably not a bad time to stock up. If you guys do have some coins and you want to stock your club with some fodder, this actually does look like a really good time to stock. The one thing I'll say is that we would need something else to come out, most likely, to really juice it. We would need some better Prime Icon SBCs. Honestly, we're going to need some better FUT birthday SBCs for fodder to go up a lot. We're going to need a crazy flashback. At the moment, it's not looking too good. So I think you guys will probably have a couple days to club stock if you guys want to do that with fodder. That looks good. They're getting very low in price. So, definitely a decent option if you did want to club stock. We also got a couple new cards, by the way, I just wanted to mention this real quick because I did this on my stream today. Guys, just make sure you guys do this. I'm sure that a lot of these are not going to be like forced for many of you guys. I mean, obviously this one is gotta be because there's a token here, so we do have to do this at some point. pain, but you know, it's actually nice because you can actually hybrid this with the icon swaps, which I have to do. I can't believe I didn't get the SBC one yet. But I did the 81 plus defenders and attackers today. Just got it through, you know, doing me every day, just on FIFA, you know, just doing the normal. And I got Jamie Vardy out of one of them. So make sure you guys do get those because, you know, it's worth the gamble. It's actually not even a gamble. You don't even have to do anything. We did get 3 new cards today. Usually the trend for these cards is that these guys are usually dropping quite a bit, guys. Sorry, I did just get a text. No, okay, sorry. Usually these guys are dropping into the night. You know, most likely you will see these cards, you know, usually just going down, 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 into the night. And so I would expect nothing less for these guys to continue to go down. There is a chance that they go up in the morning. They are new cards, and I do think that people really want to use them, especially Odegaard. That's why I'm pointing him out, because I think Odegaard is extremely high in demand. So I do think there's a chance that he will go up tomorrow. I just think he's going to kind of continue to go down through the night. And it also depends if we do get the 9 p.m. Eastern time, 2 a.m. UK lightning rounds. If we don't get the rounds at that time, and you guys may see this video going up around that time, you know, if we don't get those, supply is going to be a lot less. If we do, there's going to be a lot more supply with these guys. You know, EA's running those star packs and those packs at night, and it's supplying these guys a lot. So, you know, to be fair, for me, Odegaard looks crazy. If you're an Arsenal fan, this is a great day for you on FIFA. It's also a great day for you because your team is looking much better than the last few years today. The youth is crazy in that team. They look very good. But, you know, nonetheless, regarding FIFA, 5-star, 5-star for this Odegaard is crazy. This Odegaard is a player. We're going to definitely try to use him tomorrow. I'm very interested in him. I love 5-star, 5-star players. I think it makes them so usable. And, you know, with the lean body type, for Odegaard, I believe he has that. You pop a hunter on this guy, and look at him, man. His dribbling's already so good. You don't need to touch that. You don't need to touch the passing because 5'5" and 90 minimum is great. Look at him with a hunter. I mean, that's a player. So I'm very excited to see this Odegaard. His traits, outside foot is very good. Flair is also very good. So look, this is a serious card. This is a very, very, very serious card, guys. Odegaard for sure. So I think he probably will go down. I'm probably going to be looking at maybe between 400 and 450, but I don't even think he's going to get to that price. Although it does look like there's a lot of supply on the market. We got another, you know, a couple other new cards today. Ruben, I think Vezo is his name. I think he's a center back with 5-star skills, already 40K. It's kind of crazy, like, the value in this game now. You can get an 88 strength, 88 interception center back with, you know, 84 pace with 5-star skills in the La Liga. Portuguese links for, what is he, 40K? I mean, it's just crazy. And we also got Guerrero in the Bundesliga, who is a link to Collins, linked to a couple of those players, and he's already really cheap too. He'll be discard. The market is just crazy this year. 5-star weak foot left back with those stats. If you're running a road to glory or you're running an account that, you know, you like to be cheaper, it's a GG for you guys this year. I mean, it's really, really, really impressive. In terms of investments, I've bought into some Diabys. I think he's SBC fodder, but I also don't. I think he's got 99 pace and he's French, so I think he's going to rise. I tried a bunch of players today, and basically what I did, guys, was last night, a lot of icons were just getting too low. And the trends this year in icons with the new cards is that they're very different than the last few years, right? Completely different trends. I had lost 2 million on primes because I didn't adapt to the trend. Well, I'm adapting, and the trend is now really like the second day they're going very low just with supply, and then after the weekend, a lot of the moments are rising in the week because there's not a lot of lightning rounds in supply. Whereas in the past, we used to not really have lightning rounds with the moments on their release, so they'd be very rare. They'd be like 3 on the market. So I bought Garincha for a review today. You guys will see that in the second channel. We really tried some goats today. I had 2 Cafus, so this one I sold too low for sure, but really nice profit. And basically, these cards get rare. They fluctuate up and down. Some of these you're seeing are like 200, 300K plus just because of card rarity. So, you know, I sold a lot of these. I actually listed a lot of them at Lazy's. You know, this one, it was a break even. I bought this at 500. It just didn't work out. And then, you know, our VVD and Frankie investments went really well. I told you guys to think about these on Saturday or Friday. I forget which day, but made a big investment with those. About 40,000 coins a card in De Jong, and about same thing with VVD. So very worthwhile on there. And I actually think they're probably going to keep going up. I just want to get my coins because it's nice to have coins. So we've had these Jordi Albas forever. We've got a couple of those Kamaras still. We've got Diabys, and that's where we're at right now. So we're pretty liquid at the moment, and I did want to talk a little bit about some of the market and kind of what I'm expecting and kind of how I'm game planning. I am going to keep this Cafu in my team. I picked him up at 1.3 mil, and I'm in love with him. I think he's so good that I don't want to not use him again. So I'm just going to keep him in my team. I feel like at that price, you know, I looked at it today, but like his prime was selling so much higher than even this moment's price in the first week. He was like 3 mil, and Cafu has the new icon effect. So I like this price a lot. I'm just going to hold it, and I'm hoping that he gets rare this week, and, you know, goes up to like maybe, I don't know. I'm just going to enjoy him because, you know what, that's what FIFA should be about. You should try to enjoy it when you can have fun. So in terms of the market this week, I actually think we're going to see a very similar trend with FUT birthdays moments. I think maybe tomorrow they'll still be low, but I think they're going to rise as the week goes on, at least the really meta cards, right? So I think, like, I'm looking at reviewing a couple of players this week, specifically Suarez, Ronaldo, Nuno Mensch. I want to try him, Odegaard. So I'm going to be looking at probably picking off these guys in the next 24 hours. I don't know when yet. They are down significantly since yesterday, and I'm expecting that we're probably going to see a rise with these guys until like Thursday. That's what I've been noticing from the promos as of recent. The top tier cards seem to go up Monday to Thursday, and it actually kind of makes sense because a lot of people wait to change their team around to the week, and also we get these lightning rounds all weekend. So even though Ronaldo is very hard to pack, he definitely gets more supply than demand on the weekend, and I think he's cheaper than the team of the year now, and that's, you know, that's interesting. Obviously, he's losing his new card factor, but I do want to try this Ronaldo, so I will definitely be looking at him. I don't really know the price. I think 4.7 is really what would be super ideal, you know, for him. But guys, it's pretty crazy, you know, regarding the Icon Moments cards because these cards are, and now they added a filter, GG to EA. These cards are just so affordable already, and I know you guys see that, like, you know, they're not affordable, right? Vidic is 1.2, but for the boost that we got overall, I mean, it's kind of crazy because, you know, these are week 1, day 3 prices, right? These cards are only, you know, over time gonna probably start to go down, you know, which is just quite insane if you actually think about it. That, you know, you can get some of these players that, you know, if we compare prices from last year to this year, I mean, the prices this year of these top tier cards are just so much lower, and I really think it probably comes down to the fact that we've got a FUT birthday Ronaldo 5-star already 4.8 mil. We have so many like crazy cards in the game, untradables and things like that. You know, that it's actually hard for these cards to be much more expensive than they currently are. But it's great, you know, and I think EA have done a really good job because I think in FUT Draft right now they've added a lot of these cards into FUT Draft. So I think it's actually awesome because if you guys want to try some of these cards, just go into a draft. There's so many in draft that's definitely going to be worth going for and seeing how you could do. Also, you know, there's a couple of cards that I kind of glanced over initially. I did the same thing with Tammy Abraham, and if you haven't done that FUT birthday objective, you should. He's amazing in game. This Van Basten has 99 finishing and 98 shot power. I mean, I really think that we're going to see some of these players that really haven't been that usable start to become super usable. So I am going to keep testing these as much as I can. I'd say like Sol Campbell's another really good example of that. I would have never thought to really use Sol Campbell, but the defensive stats and strength that he has, plus that acceleration and sprint speed, it's really crazy. And, you know, you think maybe he's a little bit clunky, but no, he's got 90 reactions with even the bad agility. So definitely interesting there. I think Wayne Rooney looks really interesting. A lot of these guys look interesting. Again, we'll see if we get lightning rounds overnight. And then, look, the thing I will say about FUT birthday is that what I've learned about 2-week promos is that the team 1 always goes up. That's what I have learned about these kind of 2-week promos. So I'm going to go through and tell you guys a couple players that I really do like. I don't think you should buy them until like Thursday, but just keep your eyes on them. I like Di Lorenzo a lot. I think a 5-star skill fullback is always going to do well. I think an example of a player that's gone up a bunch of times this year is Spinazzola from the Winter Wildcards promo. So I think that Di Lorenzo will do really well. He's already 68K. I think he's going to be like 50, you know, 45K on Thursday. Because we're going to get player picks tomorrow, and that's also going to take away some of the value from the cheaper FUT birthdays on the market. Those will be less interesting for people. So most likely the cheaper FUT birthdays will probably drop as people start to get them from player picks. We saw that the other week with the road to the final cards. You know, Torreira, some of these guys are actually like discard for their rating. So in terms of the cheap options, I do really like Di Lorenzo. I like Grealish a lot. I've used him in game and he's incredible. He's 122k. So I do like Grealish a lot. I actually think Grealish is seriously gonna do well out of packs. I think his price right now is so undervalued. I really wouldn't be surprised. I'm not buying into him, but I wouldn't be surprised if we saw on Tuesday or Wednesday if he was rising closer to 150. The only thing that could hurt some of the FUT birthdays this week is the UCL marquee matchups. We do have UCL back, and we're going to talk about that in just 1 second. That is the only thing that could hurt these guys. But I've got Grealish in my team right now, and I think he's incredible. I love him. I think he's quite the player. And the 5-star weak foot also makes him super usable anywhere you want to play him. I've got that return out of him, and he's playing the left mid role, which is crazy. If you guys play 4-4-2, 4-2-3-1, 3-5-2, you would know it's really hard to get that level of a return out of a wide player. So for me, it's not too surprising, but it's pretty crazy to see how good and how well he's playing in my squad. The other guy that I really like is Nuno Mensch. I think he is going to do very well. And the reason I say that is that he links to flashback Neymar, right? And I think that's a big deal. I think a lot of people have that flashback Neymar. I also think that when you just go into FUT champs and division rivals, like, you literally see so many PSG players every game. Like, give or take, there's at least 2 PSG players on every team you play. So I like him a lot. I'm probably going to be targeting him like 380. That would be the goal, 370. He may go down tonight, so I'm hoping he does because I love that price. And for me, I would pay that price for my team. 5-star skill, left back with that agility, that balance. The issue right now is that I still am using Roberto Carlos, but I think this is a very seriously good card. And this is a card that everybody would like to get untradeable. So I like him a lot. And then, in terms of the rest of the players, I think you can't really go wrong with like a Ruben, Vezo, that player that we just spoke about. I also think like Guerrero's going to do really well. And I think Odegaard's going to do really well. If we think about 5-star players, now he's just coming into packs, so obviously he's going to have more of a time to drop. But if we go to like 5-star players in the Premier League, right, and we really think about it, besides that FUT birthday Ronaldo, I mean, who are we looking at? That FUT birthday Ronaldo. And I think that's it. I don't even think we have another 5-star player. We probably do, but not a player that's at the top of the ratings or the meta. So I think he's going to do very well out of packs. I think we're going to see Odegaard just boom because of what he has. I think 5-5 is just insane. It's just so unique to have that. Every time, we get a 5-5 SBC this year, I'm trying to tell all of you guys to do it because I know how good it is. That's why I'm trying to tell you guys all to do Mickey. I think Mickey, he's not the craziest, he's not a Cruyff or an R9, but he's good. And the 5-5 makes him that good, right? That's the reason why he plays that crazy. So for sure, liking Odegaard a lot. Let's talk about a couple other things. So we have Champions League back this week, guys. Did Baggio sell there at 119? Wow, he didn't. So Baggio is just tanking right now. So that's the thing. Some of these guys too. And the reason why you see that these moments, right, like they sell and they get rare, it's just they trend so much. Some hours they don't sell at all, and then other hours they just go to the moon. So it really is crazy to watch these cards. That was a coin transfer, 100%. Where's Puskas at? 7-9, so he's dropping. I can't wait to try this card. I've never thought I'd see the day that Puskas would be 5-4. I need to pack this card at some point. This is going to be one of the craziest cards ever. All right, let's talk about it. We've got Champions League coming back this week, guys. You know what that means. People are going to gamble. Tuesday, we've got Bayern, Salzburg, Liverpool, Inter. And Wednesday, we've got City, Sporting, and Real Madrid versus PSG. So I want to talk about it with you guys because I think these cards, Sunday night, Monday morning, good time to start talking about these guys and, kind of seeing things out. So right now, there, in my eyes, is like a couple of really, really large opportunities. The first one that I would say that I do think some people are going to gamble on is Gareth Bale. I think some people are going to go for it. This match is on Wednesday, I believe, correct? Yes, this match is on Wednesday. Okay, Bale is 215. I would say if Real Madrid pull this off, I think Bale is an easy 350. Obviously, there is a large risk because if Real Madrid don't... Oh, wait, I'm in road to the knockouts. What an idiot. Okay, if Real Madrid don't pull this off, I think he's going to die. So that's the risk you're going to take with these cards. I may try to pick up a couple bales and sell him close to game time. I may. I think there's not too much risk doing that. He was 225 earlier, so I may try to get him at 210, and I think that's pretty safe. But I do think we'll see, with PSG dropping some points in the League One, especially to not great teams, I do think that we will see some people gamble on Real Madrid. They're at home. They're only down 1 goal, and there's no away home anymore, right? So once they get that first goal, you're going to have a lot of people believing Real Madrid are going to be able to do it. So I think, that's one that I'm interested in. But I probably won't gamble. I'll probably keep them until Tuesday. The move with these road to the finals a lot of the time is selling them before a couple days before, right? Because sometimes when you wait too close, it gets a bit out of control. So we've got City, we've got Sporting, we've got Real Madrid, and we've got PSG. Okay, we've got those teams. Now, I don't really know too much about the Europa. I've got to follow that a bit more. I think on Thursday, we've obviously got a bunch of these Europa teams playing, and that's a whole different story. But did we have... Oh, we didn't even have Road to the Final 2. So that's even better for a lot of these cards because of not having Road to the Final 2, the demand is a lot more centered just on the cards that were released, in my eyes, right? So, you've got Bayern on Tuesday. I believe you've got Bayern on Tuesday. This, in my opinion, with Bayern, right, with Tolisso, this 210K price is a pretty built-in price. I think people expect Bayern to win against Salzburg. Even though I am a Bayern fan, they're playing horrible. They could lose this game. They don't have Davies and Neuer. They're just not even playing well. They actually really could lose that game. Now, they are at home, so I think I'd hope they're going to win, but they could lose it. And, in that case, guys, that would be, hell for that price. Alexis Sanchez, right? Inter Liverpool. I do not think Inter's going to beat Liverpool. But again, like, you'd see Mane die. He would go down to like 1 mil if Liverpool lost, and Alexis, would be extinct. And that's kind of how these road to the finals work. So, to be honest, there's not that many interesting matchups for this week. Kimpembe, same thing, to really gamble on. I thought there would be more. Let's take a look at Thursday real quick. So we've got West Ham, Sevilla, Leverkusen, Barca. Again, you could go for those if you were interested in those. I think Fati, Fati's an interesting one, but I think Fati's probably gonna, I think if Barca take care of business, I for some reason, right, like Fati was selling over like 800K the other week. I for some reason can see this Fati going to like 1 mil if Barca keep winning. I just think it's gonna happen. This Barca hype is insane, and you can see the card rarity, right? Like he's so rare that it's very possible for that to happen, right? Look at that rarity. So because of this rarity, it's going to be very possible for Fati to just trend to the moon at times, I think. But what do I know, right? So these road to the finals, I think they're fun to trade with. I think it's actually, I think there's less cards to trade with this year, which is going to make it a little bit harder. But, I think what's really cool about it is that because of that, the trends are going to be way crazier because there's only one card. In the past, if you guys go back and look, we've had multiple players from the same team, and obviously that was like crazy because you'd have the same trends, but they'd be split. People would be investing their coins into 2 different players, right? The whole point of those cards is EA have literally released cards so that people can just completely gamble their coins and on who's gonna win a game. So yeah, that's the video for tonight, guys. Not too much else to talk about. Thanks for watching, guys. Just want to do a little bit of a check-in and talk about a few things, and yeah, see you guys in a video soon. Peace out.